Hello children, very good day all of you. I want all of you to take your English textbooks. Okay little ones? Yes. And now turn to page number 1818. Okay? Yes, 1818. So here the mystery of the missing book. Okay? Block 2, mystery of the missing book. The mystery means the secret that is lying behind. How did the book miss? And where is the book now? So we are going to find out each and everything about the book which is missing. Yes? So here it is known as realistic fiction. So that means fiction means imaginary, okay? Realistic fiction means, okay, with the help of imagination and with the help of clues. So we are going to find out where is the book now, okay? That is known as realistic fiction, okay? Only through the help of imagination and the clues and by thinking and by imagining, we are going to find out where is the book missing, how did the book miss and all. So here let us start with this. Chakravarti watches as the woman with the wild curly hair walks out of the bookshop. So it is the continuity of the previous story. Chakravarti the investigator. Okay. So Chakravarti investigates that block 1, previous block. It is the continuity now. So Chakravarti watches as the woman with the wild curly hair walks out of the bookshop. She is followed by a large man carrying a green bag and a bouquet of flowers which covers his face. So, when he comes down to, yes, to reach the girl to her mom, sorry. So, before that, what is the scene that he sees? It is that when the woman with the wild curly hair is walking out of the shop, that is, she has a curly hair which is very thick, and she is Chakravarti sees that the woman is walking out of the shop. Which shop? That is the book shop. Okay, so there is a man also who is following her, okay, and he is covering his face with the help of, yes, bouquet of flowers. So he's covering his face with a bouquet of flowers, and he's having a green bag in his hand. He's carrying a green bag. Okay. So this is what this scene he sees. He observes Chakravarti. A few minutes later, Chakravarti hears a shout. Is it a shout of anger or a shout of fear? Both is his immediate decision. So once he, yes, takes the little girl and reaches her to her mom and all, he comes back, right? And he thinks that, yes, am I going to solve another case at the same day, in the same day only? So he comes and he again sits in his room and he's again, yes, watching through his binoculars. So this is the scene where he is seeing with his binoculars. Okay, so this is how, when you see through the binoculars, this is how it looks. Okay, children? Yes, and why will you use binoculars? To see the things which is very far away, right? So it will appear to be closer. Yes, children. So a few minutes later, after some time, after the scene, after he sees a man is also carrying a green bag, but he's covering his face with bouquet of flowers. So here bouquet means what? A bunch of flowers, and T is silent, children. So here the sound of T, okay, the sound of T is not spelled. That is such word, okay, where one letter, the letter is written in the spelling, but the sound of it is not spelled, is known as the silent letter. So T is the silent letter, and we spell this as bouquet, but while writing we write it with the letter T. The spelling of bouquet is Bouquet, but the way we have to sound it, pronounce it, is bouquet. Okay, children, bouquet means a bunch of flowers which is arranged in such a way that it will look more beautiful, in more attractive way. Okay, children? Yes. So after that scene, Chakravarti also hears some shout. Okay, he hears a shout. Shout means someone who is calling out loudly, screaming. So he just sees whether it is a shout of anger or whether it is someone is shouting because of fear, if they are scared of something, or are they, yes, are they angry on someone or something. But then when he sees at the scene, then he gets to know that it is, yes, it is the shout of both. He is shouting with both anger and fear. So something big has just happened and Chakravarti is on the case. So Chakravarti thinks, okay, something very messy has happened here. I have to solve the case now. I will go and I will solve the case. He watches attentively as the owner of the bookshop runs onto the street screaming. Everyone around turns to look at him, wondering what is wrong. Oddly enough, a large man in the flower shop next door does not look up. He continues to work on the flower arrangements. But he does look up. It is just a furtive glance. Okay. So here, what is the scene happening there, children? So there is a man who comes out of the bookshop. He's running out of the bookshop and he runs on the street and he starts screaming. Don't know what he is screaming, but yes, he is screaming. And then everyone on the street looks back to him and everyone are looking. Why is he screaming so loudly and all? But you know what? Only one man is not looking at him or he is not at all bothered. Okay? So, who is that man? He is the man who is next to the bookshop itself. That is, next to the bookshop there is a flower shop, right children? And the name of the flower shop is Petals, right? So, there the man in the flower shop who is very right next to the door itself, he does not even look up, he does not even care to have a look at what is happening, and he continues to, yes, work on the arrangements of flowers. He is just arranging the flowers, he is neglecting the whatever's he's neglecting whatever is happening now around him, and he's just doing his work. He is arranging the flowers. But you know what? He just sees at the what? At the man who is screaming just to avoid the attention. So he does not want to pay attention to that man and he's just doing his work on his own. I will solve another case today. Celebrates Chakravarti as he runs out of the flat, putting on his shoes on the way. So Chakravarti runs out of his flat again. Okay, he puts on his shoes as usual and he runs out of the flat and then he goes to the bookshop in a hurry so that he is happy that he is going to solve one more case today. Okay, children? So now, children, Chakravarti is happy that he is going to solve the case. And what do you think? Yes, you have done the activity in the workbook, right? Yes. So do you think Chakravarti solves the case? So as Chakravarti, you just imagine that you are Chakravarti and you have to complete that activity, whatever I have asked you to do, the worksheet in the workbook. Okay? Yes. Now here, writing about the past. So what is past tense and what is present tense, children? Present means what is happening now. Okay? That is, I am seeing, I am crying, I am eating. So this is all and this belongs to the present tense. Okay? But what about past? I ate, I cried, I slept. So these all are the past tense words. So here for an example, okay, the story of the mystery of the missing book tells us what happens in the present. Here it tells us what happens in the present. Now here we have to replace them with the verbs. So what are verbs? Verbs are the action words, right? I had told in the previous class. So we are going to replace the verbs. So the action words, we are going to replace them and we are going to convert the sentence to the past sentence. Okay, children? Yes. So eating, sleeping, dancing, playing. So play, eat, sleep. These all are actions, right? These all are works. So that we do. Reading and all. So these verbs are the main words which we are changing the tenses. Okay, that is whether they are past or whether they are present, okay, or whether they are future. Future means what would happen further. Okay, after some time what would happen, we are guessing, so that might be the future tense. But forget about the future tense. Let us concentrate on the past and present tense. So listen here. Chakravarti watches as the woman with the wild curly hair walks out of the bookshop. So here, which are the verbs? That is the action words. Which are the action words here? Watch and walk. Yes. So here we have to change this watch from watches to watched. We are adding ed, okay, to it. And here walks, okay, the verb is walk, right? So we are changing its tense from walks to walked. We are adding ed so that we are, yes, changing this sentence, this whole sentence from present to the past. Listen here. Chakravarti watched as the woman with the wild curly hair walked out of the bookshop. So this is a sentence which is telling us what has already happened in the past. Understood, children? Yes. Similarly, I will tell you, Chakravarti writes in his diary, eats his dinner, and goes for a walk. So here, first you have to, yes, underline the verbs now itself. Yes, now underline the words, that is the action words. Writes, eats, goes, right? So here, let us change this, okay, these words, and let us add ed to it, okay? So ed, or we have to change the tense form. For example, Chakravarti wrote, WROTE, the past tense of write is wrote. Chakravarti wrote in his diary, ate his dinner, the spelling is the same, EAT, but the way we pronounce it is different. Ate his dinner and went. What is the past tense of go? Go, went. Okay, children? Yes, just underline the action words and rest I will give it in the notes. Okay, I want you to underline the action words, that is verbs. I want you to recognize the verbs thoroughly. Next, Chakravarti wonders if he is going to solve 2 mysteries in one day. Yes, so here, wonder is an action. Yes, if he is going to solve 2 mysteries one day, how to change this sentence to the past? Chakravarti wondered if he is going to solve 2 mysteries in one day. Okay, children? Yes. So, going on to lesson 2. Okay, magnifying the moment. That means, yes, looking deeply into what is happening, into the scene, observing very closely into what is happening in the scene. That is known as magnifying, to observe very closely and carefully. Okay, children. So here, while we are magnifying the moment, for example, think if you are Chakravarti, I told you, yes. So if you are Chakravarti, then what are the, yes, what are the things that you really need, which helps you to observe the movement very closely and understand what is happening? What are the things? Okay, yes, you need binoculars and all. Yes, but with the help of what you're looking through the binoculars, it is with the help of eyes. Yes, and when he hears a shout, a scream, yes, that is happening outside. So how did he hear? With the help of ears. Yes, and you know what? He felt that, yes, I'm going to solve another case. So he was very excited and he rushed to the place, right? He was in a hurry. So what was it? Yes, he was really excited, and he was really excited on one hand, happy on the other hand, and also he was, yes, all ready to solve the case. That is, his brain and heart was dancing, right? Yes, they were working thoroughly. And yes, he could smell the flowers and all when he went there. If you were Chakravarti, then you could have smelled the scent of the flowers, because the whatever the screaming, the shouting, the whatever scene is happening, it is just right next to the flower shop, right? So we can smell the scent of the flowers, and also we can smell the traffic also, right? The smoke, the pollution of the traffic. Yes, but you know what? There is nothing to do with to magnify, to look closely what is happening in the scene. There is nothing to do with this sense organ, that is the tongue. So to magnify the movement, which are the main things that will help us? They are the sense organs, right children? Yes, sense organs, correct. So we have to always be aware of what is happening around us whenever we want to know that, yes, what is happening exactly, and if we are going to find out or solve any case just like Chakravarti did. So next, here the owner of the bookshop ran onto the street screaming. So after that, what happened? They are telling, look, the bookshop owner was sweating. So with the help of eyes, so Chakravarti is seeing that bookshop owner is also sweating and his eyes were red with anger because he shouted both with fear and anger, right? So because of fear he is sweating. When you're scared of something or someone, you will immediately start sweating and you will feel thirsty, children. So, and at the same time he was also angry on something. He was, yes, so because of anger his eyes were really red. Yes, and you know what? He threw his hands up and he was shaking. That means actually he was doing actions out of anger. Okay, he was throwing his hands up and down and all. But he was shaking also at the same time. This shows that he was both angry and he was scared. Yes, children, with the help of eyes, we are observing what and all is happening, right? To the old man, why is he doing so? And why is he screaming and all? Next, with the help of ears, okay, the bookshop owner screamed loudly. The door of the bookshop opened with a bang. He continued to scream. So that means he screamed loudly. He is the owner of the bookshop, and so loudly he screamed that we could all hear, especially Chakravarti. So far away he could hear the scream of that old man, sorry, of that bookshop owner. And then he also heard the bang of the door. That means if someone opens the door so hardly that it will make a sound, okay, thud, that is known as bang. And also the screaming. So this is all is heard with the help of the ears. I felt a rush of excitement as I realized that I already had a new case. I also felt sorry for the man who was so upset. That means he is so excited, right? And how is he feeling? He's actually feeling the excitement. We cannot see it, we can only feel it, right, children? Yes. So he's so excited that, yes, he ran that he will get a new case today to solve, and he's also feeling sorry. So sorry, feeling sorry to someone also cannot be shown. It can only be expressed. It can only be felt, right, children? Yes. So I could smell the smoke from the passing vehicles. I could also smell the faint scent of flowers. Yes, as I already told before, we can smell all these things with the help of the nose, right? So here, everyone around turned to look at him, wondering what was wrong. Oddly enough, a large man in the flower shop next door did not look up. He continued to work on the flower arrangement. So here, okay, use details from 2 to 3 sentences to magnify each movement given below. So, how will you express this? How will you magnify the movement of point A, and how will you magnify this movement, okay, of point B? You have to magnify. So you are using these sense organs and you have to explain what is happening there when this is happening, point A is happening around, and what is happening when the point B, when we are talking about the point B. So how did you magnify the movement? You have to write just as same as like this. I will give the notes for it, don't worry. But now concentrate on the past and present tense, children. Okay, just look here. I want all of you to read this once. Yes, I saw shocked, underline shocked, surprised and scared faces of people turn around to look at the screaming man. I heard some people, underline heard, some people take a sharp breath when they heard the sudden scream. I also heard the whispers from people around asking what was wrong. Underline was. I felt excitement and anxiety as I realized I had a new case to solve. Children, so here is this paragraph. Is it in present tense, or is it telling about what has already happened, or is it telling what is happening right now? Yes, it is telling us what has already happened, right? So here, hence they are using the words such as shock. I saw shocked, surprised, scared, heard, felt, was, realized. These all are, yes, the words which are in past tense, which are telling about the past. Okay, children? Yes, it is telling us what has already happened. Okay, if I ask you to convert this paragraph into present tense, so how will you do that? So, saw is also, yes, past tense only. A word which is in, which is telling us, yes, what has already happened. So, I see a shocking, surprising, and scary faces of people who turned around. Again, turned means it will become past, right? Yes. So, I see shocking, surprising, and scary faces of people who turned around to look at the screaming man. I hear some people take a sharp breath when they hear the sudden scream. As they, okay, so here also it changed. When we are changing the whole paragraph to the present, I also hear whispers from people around asking what is wrong. So I am changing only these words which I have underlined. Okay, children? I feel excitement and anxiety as I realize that I have a new case to solve. So had also changes to have. Okay, underline that also. I feel excitement and anxiety as I realize that I have a new case to solve. So, did you understand now the difference between the past and the present, children, and how the words change? The sentences are the same, the scene are the same, only the verbs, okay, we are changing the verbs. So, here these are the words that are telling what has already happened, and in the place of saw, I told see, and in the place of realized, I told realize. Had means have came. Yes, this is how we are going to change it. Okay, children? So, you have to just concentrate on the verbs, okay? And then you have to change such words. Yes, children. So, here we read about magnifying the movement, right? So here they have given once again, so that we have to take only those sentences which tells about the past, the event that has already happened. So here the bookshop owner was sweating, his eyes were red. Yes, were means they are telling about what has already happened. His eyes were red with anger. He threw his hands up. He was shaking. Yes, so this is the event which has already happened. This is the past event. What it is called? The past event. It is describing a past event. The bookshop owner screamed loudly. Yes, this is also a past event because screamed. Yes, screaming means it is telling about the present. The bookshop owner is screaming loudly means the present tense. The bookshop owner screamed loudly means past. The door of the bookshop opened with a bang. Yes, this is also past event. Look here, opened. I want you to underline screamed, opened. He continued to scream and it sounded like he was angry and in a lot of pain. These are the words which tells us whether it is the past tense or the present tense. And next, I felt a rush of excitement as I realized, underline the word realized that I already had a new case. Yes, had also. So this is also, it is telling about the past tense. I also felt sorry for the man who was so upset. Felt. So what is the present tense word which we can use instead of felt? That is feel, right? I also feel sorry for the man who is upset, we will tell, right? So here felt and was is also describing about the past event. And next, I could smell the smoke from the passing vehicles. I could also smell the faint scent of flowers. It is telling about the present. It is telling I could. I smelled the smoke. Okay, if it is telling I smelled the smoke from the vehicles, I smelled the faint scent of the flowers. So here the same sentences are repeating, but we are just, yes, we are differentiating it whether they are past event or the present event. So this is the present event, right? So what will be the translation of the same event if it is, yes, if it is describing about the past, how to convert it, how to change it to the past event, then it will become I smelled the smoke from the, or passing vehicles it is. So I smelled the smoke of the vehicles that passed by. I smelled the faint scent of flowers. Yes, you can change like this. Okay, children. So I want all of you to take out your, yes, textbooks once again. Read this, okay? Magnify the movement. Read it. I'll be giving the notes for it. I'll be giving even the grammar points also. Yes, but I want all of you to underline the verbs as you read. For example, all the action words. Chakravarti watches, watch. As the woman with the wild curly hair walk out of the past. So watching, walking and all are the actions that we do, right? So I want you to underline the action words and they are called as verbs. She is followed by a large man carrying a green bag and a bouquet of flowers which covers his face. So follow. Okay. So these type of words you have to try to, yes, identify and underline the verbs. You will do it right, children? Yes. Thank you so much. Bye now.